Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. This is Panorama presenting the news. Let's see the headlines. As observed all over the country, Teachers' Day widely observed in Manipur too. 8 teachers honored by conferring State Best Teacher Awards. Now let's see the news in detail. Former President of India Dr. S. Radhakrishnan's birth anniversary, September 5, is being observed annually all over the country as a Teachers' Day. The birth anniversary of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, who was not only one of the best skilled educationists of India, but also a teacher who was dedicated to his profession, is being celebrated throughout the country today. In Manipur too, the day is being observed widely. The main celebration under the aegis of the state government was held at the DM College of Kamach. Chief Minister Okram Ibobi, Education Minister M. Okendro, Ministers, Parliamentary Secretaries, MLAs and officials of Education Department, teachers, students, etc. took part in the celebration. The function was jointly organized by Department of Education, SSA, State Mission Authority Manipur, Ramsha, State Implementing Society Manipur, Higher and Technical Education, SERT, Adult Education, Directorate of Language and Planning and Implementation, Board of Secondary Education Manipur and Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur. 8 selected teachers were honored by conferring on them the State Best Teachers Awards. The award-winning teachers are Principal of Ramlal Paul Higher Secondary School, Ningthauzam Ibechawi Devi, Headmaster in charge of Poiro Kongjil High School, Mutum Rajendra, Lecturer of Lilong Higher Secondary Madrasa, Laurembam Navakumar, in charge of Konjing Junior High School, Fairenbam Arun Kumar, Headmaster in charge of Thiwa Junior High School, Joseph Lamwa, Principal in charge of Jeribam Higher Secondary School, Chongtham Birendra, Headmaster in charge of Gandhi Memorial Government High School, CL John, and Headmaster in charge of Kamjong High School, Hungyo Aso. Medical Helpline for JCILPS movement has profusely thanked those who extended generously help to the Medical Helpline for the treatment of those injured in the movement for ILP from August 23 to September 24. Let's have a short commercial break.
I'm ready. Telero. Editor car late. Some say it was perfectly straight. Ado kankar kandadi freezy. Relax. Perfectly straight.
Aina semi anoba sunsilk perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kankraba matung dasu align straight oina laina bagidamo.
Wow. Hojik su straight oirina. Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock tobu, rock tobu.
Lions and Lioness Club Imphal today held a free eye screening camp at the office of the Lions Club at Sangai Pro in connection with the Children's Dignity Week. Eyes of about 50 children were screened at the camp. The camp was conducted under the supervision of Lion Dr. L. Chauba. Speaking to the ISTV News, Dr. Chauba said if the children screened today require surgery, the Lions Club will bear all expenses for the surgery.
Operation Naka Lerba, Mitki, problem level, Liam, Lion Jagani, and the Angang, Sibu Pena, Howard Poena, you bid in the Victory Bangang, Howard Poena, Peggy of the Dignity. I think Chava,
now let's see some national and international news. The government is likely to announce the One Rank One Pension scheme for defence veterans today. The announcement is stated to be made by Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar. The government, sources say, has accepted 98% of the demands made by ex-servicemen, but it will stick to its offer of a revision of pension every 5 years and not the 1 or maximum 2 years as demanded by the veterans, sources say, adding it is willing to examine that demand. That is not acceptable, the veterans today said at the press conference, as are reported plans to exclude ex-servicemen who had opted for voluntary retirement from OROP. This will be only called as OROP only when it's applied to all, said Major General retired Satbir Singh. The veterans leading the OROP protest at Jantar Mantar in Delhi, which has entered its 84th day, had earlier said that the government's move to announce OROP was unilateral and had called for a mega rally in Delhi on September 12 in protest. Explaining the delay in implementing OROP, top sources told a TV news channel that the Koshiari committee set up by the Congress-led UP government to examine the vax issue had recommended about rupees 1,500 crore for the scheme. But a relooked by the India government threw up a much higher figure of rupees 8,000 crore. Getting consensus from the stakeholders took some time, the sources added. Women officers met history by leading the military contingent in the Republic Day parade this year, but many of them are still not allowed on board warships. But that could soon change. The Delhi High Court said that women can now have full-term service in the Indian Navy and enjoy retirement benefits. Allowing women to get permanent commission in the Navy, the court said it would frown upon any endeavor to block progress of women. The Navy may have to review its rules banning women on ships. Women officers serve in the administrative, medical and education branches. They are also taken on aircrafts as observers to monitor sensors. Since women aren't allowed on ships under the existing rules, it will be difficult to promote them to the rank of captain. Tenure in the sea is a must for that. We will have a relook at these rules, a senior naval officer told. In 2010, women in the Army and the Air Force were allowed permanent commission by the High Court, which commended that women officers deserve better than the government. In the Navy, however, women officers were still entitled only to short service commissions for a maximum of 14 years. Some 19 women naval officers petitioned the court asking for similar rights as their counterparts in other forces. In their petition, they alleged gender discrimination. Due to the limited service span, women officers are not eligible for pension, which requires a minimum 20 years of service. Migrants are arriving in Austria after Hungary's surprise move to provide visas for them. For days, Hungary had blocked migrants from traveling by train to Western Europe, saying it was obliged to register them, sparking angry scenes. Austria says it has agreed with Germany to let the arrivals cross their borders. It comes as European Union states are struggling to agree on how to deal with an unprecedented surge in migrants. Buses begin arriving at Keleti station, central Budapest, late on Friday, which has become a massive camp for thousands of migrants. Vehicles were also sent to collect hundreds who broke away from the camp to walk on foot along the main road to Austria. When the buses arrived to collect them, some of the migrants argued with officials, fearful they would be arrested rather than sent to Germany. But later, small groups began crossing the border, with some Austrians putting up welcome signs. Austrian Red Cross workers at the makeshift center greeted them with blankets and tea. Well, that's all we have for now, but before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the headlines once again. As observed all over the country, Teachers' Day widely observed in Manipur too. 8 teachers honored by conferring State Best Teacher Awards. Thanks for joining us and stay tuned for more updates.